Hello everyone, and welcome to Tabletalkers, Band of Iron. And last we left our heroes, the Band of Iron had decided to partake in a defense of band-controlled territory in northeastern Raktesh. During this defense and/or attack, some of the members met their opposition with varying degrees of success, with the enemy either being forced to flee or killed outright. However, during these attacks, losses were sustained on the side of our heroes. Regrouping, the band decided to consolidate forces in the center of their line, basically, on account of a message that said that the center outpost was about to be attacked. Upon arriving, though, they discovered no attack, and it seems that they drew the conclusion that they were lied to. Those fiends. We will resume the game now at that self-same center base, fort number 3, as it was. The camera is yours. I believe you got there heading into the evening time.
I don't remember.
But it's relatively evening. The forces that you guys brought with you are all there, and every other outpost on this defensive line has essentially retreated to reinforce the main command base.
Okay. What do we do from here, Vashnir?
Medina? Did he break?
I don't know.
Well, hopefully that fixes itself in relatively short order. Literally anyone else have something to say?
I literally had nothing other than that.
Yeah, but I'm looking at those two now.
We've been fucking duped. I'm not the boss man. I don't make choices. But it seems we've been duped. So I guess kind of a question of, do we wish to go fight them or whatnot? I see Medina's thing glowing green, but no words are coming out.
It's only every now and then, though, so it looks like it might be picking up background noise.
Possible.
Everything was fine before I hit the go button.
It was hitting the go button that caused problems.
I can't believe Arik sabotaged us by taking out the leader. This is their attack. Oh my god, they time skipped. They stopped time.
Vashnir is now down one more flight of stairs than he was moments beforehand.
Okay. Sorry, I got caught away real quick.
Bad timing. Where did you leave?
It was like shortly after you started talking. That's what.
Okay, do you remember what happened last time with you guys pulling forces away from the outside and or losing the other fortresses?
I thought we had we found out it was a false report.
Yep.
And the well was poisoned.
Mm-hmm.
And we were making our way back out, right?
You made it to the center one, and that's how you went. Oh wait, there's nobody here.
Yeah, that's what I meant. And then I think we were gonna wait it out a little bit.
You guys hadn't talked about it.
that we didn't decide.
Like, people were wanting to end the session before you got there, and then I went, no, hold on. You're gonna want this piece of information.
So that's where we stop. We're at this one, and we're figuring like.
You're at Fortress 3. Fortress 3 also seems to be the only one that you guys still have. Every other one has either been destroyed, abandoned, or lost to the enemy.
Yeah, I'm still talking to the guy, right?
You can talk to your men if you wish to be.
I'm saying, like, we just found out from that guy, right? That
Insofar as he was confused and said that he didn't send anything, neither did anybody else that he knows of.
Lay down, Stella.
Understood. Well, they're gonna be in for a surprise in a few hours or days. We didn't want to lose the fort, so we actually poisoned the well. What do you say? We give them a day or two to figure that out.
So, sir, does that mean that this is now the only fortress left?
Sadly,
Alright, so that makes us surrounded on every side except one. I don't like that.
neither do I. But their magic's not going to be able to work. Their time magic, or whatever, isn't going to be able to reverse their poisoning.
You see a look cross the dwarf's face, it's like, good, but that doesn't help us here.
Or now,
Fuck
do you
'em.
want to retreat back to our main base, recollect ourselves?
The only thing I could say against that is that then we'd have nowhere to... We lose our toehold. Of course, we can do that anyway if they all attack from 3 different sides.
I mean, it's probably better than being surrounded. Unless you believe you are capable of defending this position.
I've heard a lot of stories about the leadership of the band. I don't really know what y'all are capable of.
It's not impossible.
So far as I'm aware, most of us, well, all the 4 of us, are basically an army on our own. At least to normal people.
They've
You-
yet to fight us all at once. We've been split.
So far, everything right now, we've separated to test their measure. Test what they're really capable of. We've never really fought them at full force. I think they'll be in for a rude awakening when we really dish out exactly what we're capable of.
The dwarven commander that you're speaking to will kind of furrow his brow for a bit. So are you wanting to show that here on this exposed small piece, or how do you want to use that?
The problem persists that currently they own the fortress over there and can easily from there get directly to the central base. If the central base is attacked while we aren't present, they will fall. They cannot hope to deal with the time magic nonsense if it happens alone. The only option we have ahead of us right now is to really and truly either defend this one or regroup on that one. So, at this stage, my recommendation is to defend our main base. If we're going to really do this, they've got us cornered. we have to kill their magic users before they can advance further. Before they can use that power against us. We've already taken care of one of them, but there's no telling how many there actually are.
Another thing that I left out of the recap was that Jodak had consumed the mind of one of their casters.
That I did, and kind of forgot about. I was looking for my notes on what happened. Or what I remember.
Now that your characters had a little bit more time to percolate over the information.
This is not the right location for that information. Why was I dumb enough to make 4 or 5 different locations for just Jodak's information?
Why would you hide it from yourself? So many note pages.
I thought it was necessary to separate everything up.
Makes sense to me.
External memories are external memories. I don't want them blending into Jodak's memories himself, since they need their own note page. What was that last statement you said, James?
We need to kill their time wizards or deal with them in some way before anything happens.
And he doesn't know how many they have.
That.
But I know how many they have.
You know that they are freely spreading the information amongst any and all available casters.
They essentially have quite a few of them. They're basically trying to teach anyone that can cast any sort of magic how to use time magic. Which covers a lot of people, unfortunately.
That makes things difficult.
At least most of them can't do the reset thing more than once per day. As far as I'm aware. They have other magics that can use them. For example, they could just lock us in a bubble and then essentially freeze our time while they're still doing things. That's how they got to my force at phase 2.
Well, in some way, shape, or form, they're gonna have to be killed before they can get a chance to cast that magic. Does it take a while to cast it, or is it just instantaneous?
It depends on what effect they're going for.
Well, the one that's really a pain in the ass is the reversal of everything. It is, for lack of a better term, a full counter to everything we do.
So Eric, what's the casting time on that spell?
That one takes a couple minutes, but in battlefield time, it's not that long. In D&D battle time, couple minutes is a million years, but in battlefield time, not that long.
It only takes a couple minutes for that.
So we would have a very limited amount of time before we were able to find those individuals and deal with them properly. However many they send our way. And we would have to deal with all of them if they send multiple of them at the same time, so they don't cast that magic. Period. Great.
Because we dealt with one that could just reset time on the one that we killed, and then they have the ability to reset time as well.
Correct.
So
If they're smart, they're going to spread out their casters throughout a wide area if they bring multiple. And be in constant contact with one another. So we would have to deal with every single one of them at the exact same time. Again, if they're all on the same battlefield. Because it doesn't seem like, say, the caster at Outpost A over here will be able to affect caster at Outpost B. Having them grouped up in one location is probably going to be a bad idea.
it'll be bad for us, good for them.
That's what I'm saying.
The element of surprise would be our friend in this case. So sneaking up on them, killing them while they're not focused or paying attention to us. Do I know the location of their main base?
It's somewhere near Raktesh capital, which is to say Raktesh.
I know where they are, kind of know where they are.
Do you have any
Mostly
idea where they've been
based.
teleporting to when they need to flee?
Probably back to their main base, but that's near Raktesh capital. Well, Raktesh. It's the capital of Raktesh.
Yeah, each of the countries were city-states at one point in time. So their capitals are literally just the same name of country.
Yes. So it's somewhere near Raktesh.
It's
The
like
capital of Raktesh.
it's like if any one of the Grecian city-states actually managed to do all of Greece, it would just be Athens. / Sparta. / that.
It's an interesting thought.
Hell, Rome was Rome.
Rome was Rome. It was called the Roman Empire.
There's an
Very
example of it working.
Very few instances actually held true to that, though, sadly. All of Europe didn't hold true to that at all.
Well, it also got taken over by Rome.
Yeah. But even before it was Rome and after it was Rome, it didn't keep the moniker of capital is our beginning, so we name everything after the capital. Like the capital of Castile back in the day was not Castile, it was fucking some other bullshit, and then it took over Aragon and became Spain. And still didn't have the same capital name. It was weird. It would make more sense if they used that more often, but anyway. Point being, if we knew where they were, and since you know of a teleportation circle that exists where they are, I might be able, if you had the ability to share your memory, go there.
You would know the glyphs.
I could show you the glyphs.
That's what I'm saying. Our best bet is to infiltrate them at their main base. Kill them all while they stand, before they even realize that we're there.
There's a lot of guys there.
That runs the risk of us being surrounded immediately, and then them escaping and establishing a new base where we don't know where they are.
Yes, it does.
Also, their boss, the boss, might be there.
Might be.
And I don't actually know if we're allowed to go and fight. Well, we're not disallowed.
At this point, I don't give a shit if we're allowed or not allowed.
I mean, if they have strong ties to the Attican government still, then fighting them might make us look bad in the eyes of the Attican government.
Put it this way, do you have a name of this individual that is supposed to be connected to the that might be connected to the Attican government?
His name's Lucas Lunakine. I think I asked the Emperor already.
Yeah, you got a basic rundown of, like, their stuff. Place of graduation, involvement in mercenary band, blah blah blah.
Did you think to ask if killing him would piss them off?
Nothing so specific. I don't believe. Actually, I might have asked that.
Well, let's make double sure and ask directly, be blunt about it. If we fucking obliterate this person, will it piss you off? Because the next step in this course of action, what we're doing here is either full retreat and give this fucking and piss off all our boys while they're because they can't do what they set out to do here, or we follow this through. And the only way we follow this through is by kicking their ass. And 99% of the time, when we have to kick someone's ass, when we have to get involved, the individual dies. We have a 100% death rate at this stage to everyone that's gotten in our way. So we need to make sure that we're not going to piss off Attica, since they're supposed to be our friends. And if they are our friends, tell their man to back the fuck off.
I suppose sending a message their way wouldn't hurt too much.
It's the only logical course we have, sadly.
Do we know of anyone in the Attican government that is not the Emperor?
Other people that you've
But high
encountered.
enough to know any like secret information. I'm sorry.
Probably your go-to there would either be anyone from your previous body's past or the general you went on the mission with.
The general we on the mission with, the one that's here with us right now.
No, the Attican general from the Crystal Dragon Hunt.
Yashnir?
Whatever it is written down.
Right.
It might be him. Then yes, him. I will write him a message.
Saying,
Hello, sorry to bother you. But do you happen to know someone named Lucas Lunakine? And is he important in any sort of way? Would his death cause harm to anything that you are doing? Send message.
you send that message to Yaskir Lunakine, and before too long, his last name. Before too long, you do get a message back saying, I'd prefer you not kill my nephew. What's going on?
Your nephew, I see. He he's just been causing problems for our band in Raktesh, and I didn't know if it was for any particular reason or not, or if there was a way we could to stop causing trouble for our band. That's it.
Get something back that reads, "I can't rightly say." If he's working with a mercenary band, then it is outside jurisdiction. So there is no governmental thing that can be applied.
But he has not been registered as any sort of criminal, I'm assuming.
Still at it. I think Moore's food's in Lauren's room.
That was very loud.
No,
Mhm.
no
You
criminal
still-
record that I'm aware of.
For some reason, Medina, your mic is still going through a different source, by the way.
It sounds like it's coming from his controller. Still. I had his last name here, just so I have it.
Oh, so I didn't meet Grant, dude. I just didn't know. I never tell what this. Yeah.
He's doing that. Hopefully it won't carry on for too long. What else has happened?
Saying to the rest of my group. Well, he's apparently not important for the government as a whole.
Is he operating outside of the government? Or is he operating on government authority?
He's potentially operating as a mercenary.
Okay. Did the person you speak to have a connection to this individual?
It is the nephew of the person who took us to the Crystal Dragon Lair.
Okay. How about you try to get in touch with them again and tell them to get in touch with their little nephew there and tell him that if he doesn't fucking stop, we're gonna kill his ass. Probably in nicer terms. Sorry, I'm a bit, on edge from being lied to like this.
I do have to say that was a smart plan on their behalf. As annoying as it is, it was smart.
It's not necessarily that it was smart or not smart, it was just annoying. But yes, credit where credit is due, it made us abandon our own bases.
What are we here for again?
Our boys picked a fight with something they couldn't win on their own and started dying. We're here to stop that from happening because we like our boys.
Well, yes, did they sign any sort of... Are we here? We're here as mercenaries, but who are we mercenaries for? Exactly. Why did they pick this fight?
We're not mercenaries for anybody, they just picked this fight.
They just picked a fight to pick a fight?
They just picked a fight. Right? And I look over at the dwarf who's been in charge.
Well, technically, what happened was the various people that weren't a part of the, protected cloud of the other guys wanted other options. Were a good option. So technically, we're fighting on behalf of the lord of the other fortress. This one, that one, that one, that one. Raktesh utilizes mercenary bands as their main form of military. Nobody really has guards.
No, I understand.
So most
Still-
likely we're just two bands on opposite sides because the lords are on opposite sides.
Just send a message to the same person you just sent a message to, whoever they are. Because I don't remember their name for the life of me, nor do I really want to at the moment. And tell them that if they care about their nephew and their safety, they need to get out of our way. They need to have them get out of our way. Because the only way this ends is them dying, and I don't want to be responsible for certain things like that right now.
Okay. Then in my message, I will say, in respect to you and yours, we do not wish to, cause any conflict unnecessarily. So could you potentially attempt to convince your nephew
To back out peacefully.
No, sit down.
I was going to say something about surrender, but to help to settle this diplomatically.
A bit later, you'll get something back that says, now that I'm looking this up, reports in the region say they are winning. A lot. If you wish for a peaceful solution, simply have your forces stop. I mean, what are you over there fighting for anyway?
I feel insulted, and I'm trying not to include that in a message.
What's that say? What's that say?
He says we're losing, and the best way to not kill anyone is to give up ourselves.
Okay.
Prior to this point, we were not a part of this conflict. Did not have a vested interest in this conflict. We have lost enough of our men that giving up now would be an insult to them.
Include they've royally pissed me off.
If there's a cleaner, more formal way to say that. I will use that and then send that over to him.
You'll get something back that says, I understand you lot in particular are very powerful. But as far as mercenary bands go, they've pretty much won. Concede the victory. Find somewhere else. It's not personal.
What's that one say?
They're all letters. I can just hand it over.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I was the last one to get the letter, and I'm just gonna crumple it in my hand.
I actually would have passed the bash here
Give up
first.
is not a good idea. That's all I'm saying. I'm assuming I'm gonna be the last one to actually see it and read it, and I'm just gonna crumple it in my hand. Stop telling me to give up.
Bash one up. Also scoff at it.
This person really doesn't know what we're capable of, does he?
No, he does.
He really doesn't. He really doesn't understand that the band isn't just this mercenary force that does this thing or the other thing. The band is our family at this point. He really doesn't get it. If this is what our men want, if this is the path they choose to go, we're not stopping.
Your men are haggard and beat the fuck out.
They need a break. Absolutely. That's why I'm suggesting the four of us really show the fuck what we can do in their faces. They want to attack us in our homes. They want to get, not our homes necessarily, but they want to attack us in our bases. They want to try to bring us to our knees in this little conflict. It's time we show them that we can do the same.
Let's see. Topography, like the environment like around here.
As you go more northern, it starts to run into a big mountain range, which is where your guys' keep proper is. That's also where the original wyvern nursery and all that stuff was. Assumedly where the dragon came from. But as you continue to go south, it stops being as mountainous. Essentially, these line of fortresses are like right on the other end of the mountainous territory, where it starts to go into more plain style.
Eric, can I make zombies?
The appropriate spell, probably.
Damn it. I was talking about my weird powers.
You saw that you could reanimate something, however, its state was not what you would attest to standard zombie. Standard zombie has a certain amount of animation to do something, but what you did just made it alive. Lights on nobody's home. So effectively, you made something that certain demographics would refuse to let die.
Yeah. God damn it. You know this person's name, right? Jodak?
Yeah.
Do you think they have a messenger's pouch?
Probably.
Open up a line of communication.
Why?
Let's see what they are after.
I know his name, I know his face, but he doesn't know my name or my face. He wouldn't be able to send anything back.
Well, even your consume memory dude never met them in person.
Okay, I know his name, but I don't know his face. I don't know if I'll be able to send him something, because I've never actually seen him.
Well, there are certain individuals that we've never actually seen necessarily, but knew that they had a messenger's pouch and were able to send missives to them. I don't know how the messenger pouch works exactly. I just know that we've sent messages. I sent a message to somebody that doesn't exist. Technically. Put it that way.
You're talking about the bag
of
man,
holding.
you simply put it in the bag of holding. And left
But
it.
that was technically in the bag of holding, not the messenger's pouch. I don't know. I don't know if it's enough to know that the person exists. I mean, they had to have sent missives to him at some point. And the guy you ate never saw them. So, how did he get missives there? Sending?
Sending, teleporting back to report it to his higher up, to report it to Big Boss Man.
And even then, it was only ever a higher up. It was never them.
Mm-hmm.
So you could contact the guy that person would contact to get into contact with the other people, but not them directly. Essentially, it would be like somebody wanting to contact Vashnir, but they've only met, like, you. So they'd send something to you, who then can relay something to.
Would I be able to receive messages from that this original guy would have received?
Probably not, since you're thinking
Probably
about it.
I don't know how the folding messages work. And what would you want to say to him anyway?
Like I said, I want to know what his motives are, why he's doing what he's doing.
Probably a mercenary that was hired.
Maybe so, but
Do we know who hired their mercenary band?
From what you understand, it was somebody in Raktesh capital that wanted to consolidate shit.
We could just go take over Raktesh.
we could.
Like, take over Raktesh capital in and of itself. And then
But the problem persists. Aren't since our guys are here defending the lords of this little area here? Are they going to be willing or able or even okay with us just bouncing from here, taking all of our force and marching directly to Raktesh?
but
Since
not need
we're
to take all of our forces. We can just go ask the lords here that we're defending who their enemies are, or who would benefit from utilizing. No. From consolidating all the power of the territory.
I feel like that might be a really long list.
yeah, that's the problem.
Specifically based out of Raktesh capital.
The issue persists right now. That if we were really to hit Raktesh proper, where the main force of our enemy is located, we would have to abandon what is here and whoever we left here to die. And all of our men are already beaten and haggard and at the end of their stamina.
I just felt it might be easier to send a small force to go just assassinate some nobles.
Well, that's what we would be for. The
Which
four
was
of us.
the point of this proposition.
Well, the only way I can get there right now is teleportation circle glyph to their hideout. That's the best option I have. Because we can't jump through the sea anymore. Saw that ourselves. It's not going to happen. So whatever we do from here has to be done on this plane.
So we just need to find a teleportation circle to Raktesh that does not go through their base. And then we're in Raktesh capital.
If Raktesh capital itself has a teleportation circle.
I mean, it's the capital of...
An orc empire. Or, I won't even say that, an orc conglomerate.
Confederacy. There's a proper word for it.
Not to be offensive to our orc friends, but so far I've not seen any kind of that in any of the other major cities that we've dealt with or been a part of. Even when we took control of the dragon dude, or the dude that had the white dragon as a pet or friend or whatever. We didn't see that there either.
That wasn't a major city, though. It's just his base.
Oh. I don't know how this shit works.
I know we've seen one in Kingdom Grant, we see one in Attica, but those are magical-based countries, for lack of a better word. There's definitely one in Salica, because Salica is Salica. And I do not remember the name of any of... Villeneuve definitely also had one, because we stepped through that one.
Those are also more, for lack of a better term again, advanced civilizations. You know what I mean?
I understand. There's no way to.
Know for sure or not know for sure. I can't just teleport to a place that I've never seen before, is all I'm saying. Or don't know the glyphs of, I should say. You knowing the glyphs of that base of theirs is the closest we currently can get without risking another trip to the sea.
The base is a bad idea because we'll be surrounded immediately. Found out.
We've been surrounded like that before and gotten out of it pretty okay.
But being surrounded by time wizards would be an entirely different situation.
Who have to take multiple instances or multiple minutes to cast their specific spell. And we can kill most people in a few seconds. Mind you. I understand your trepidation, but you're not putting enough faith in our capabilities either. Put it this way, let's say there are 10 out in front of us all in one group. All I have to do is breathe on them. And they nearly die or just outright die. And we move on from there. And that's not including activating the stones in unison and burning the place / icing the place / casting light everywhere / poisoning and blinding everyone around us. You know what I mean?
So what would you suggest be done?
At this stage, we don't have the option of going to Raktesh capital itself. We don't know the glyph codes to get to that teleportation circle if they have a teleportation circle.
Oh, he does.
The only one
Said he did.
No, to Raktesh proper.
Raktesh capital.
He said that.
Not.
Yeah.
No, he said it was a base outside Raktesh.
No, it's in Raktesh.
What the fuck? That is.
I said the base was outside Raktesh because you said the base was outside Raktesh.
No.
Okay. Just to get
Son of a bitch!
knowledge in order. Their base. The people with the time wizards. They're based in Raktesh capital.
In or near. It's a big capital.
In or near. And I have the glyph codes for their base.
Yeah.
And not the glyph codes for Raktesh capital. Because Raktesh capital, as far as I'm aware, from his knowledge, does not have a teleportation circle.
Well, you don't know of any like random mage or merchant teleportation circle, but you know one that gets you in Raktesh capital.
And it's not like in the middle of their base.
It's probably
Or is it just
somewhere
near
under
their
guard, but it's still
Okay.
right there. And if you're going there for violence, I don't really think that matters.
Yeah, it's not gonna fucking matter.
No, it does not.
Like, just, if I may add my own 2 cents.
I'll put it this way. I doubt even time wizards are expecting us to be able to eat their memories, know exactly where their base of operation is, and spawn into the middle of their fucking base and obliterate them in one fell swoop.
Now, you may have 1 or 2 minutes before all of a sudden you're back where you came from, and they're destroying that thing as quickly as possible, but still.
It's not a dire situation as I was thinking it was.
Exactly. That being said, the only issue with that plan is the people that took over that base and are more than likely about to take over the other base have time wizards with them. So we would be leaving all of our men right back to the same situation that they were in before, alone to deal with time wizards.
Also, not something you want done. I want to do.
That's what I'm saying. If we can take out their base of operations and do a significant blow to them, they may retreat. But there's no guarantee. Either way, our men need to be relieved. They need some amount of
Rest.
Yeah, definitely. So whatever plan we do, we have to abandon the front line and do it from the central base of operations. And that includes this base that we're currently at. Sadly. But if we do the same thing we did to the last one, poison the well and really make it a pain in the ass for them to stay here, then there's a chance we have a little bit of time before they really try to fuck with us. That'll give our men at least a few days to rest and recuperate and heal. And we can go around ourselves and heal them as much as we can with what magic we have and potions we have, just to get their stamina back up. But other than that, I don't see another way of us really dealing with this problem without hitting it where cutting the head off the snake, for lack of a better term. And I'm all for doing the best I can to put that person in their place and stopping them from really going at it, and not without killing them. They may lose a limb or two, but I can maybe fix that. Listen, I still don't really understand my abilities all that well right now.
They're pretty new, so you wouldn't understand them. Unless you can experiment with them while we haven't been paying attention.
No, I haven't had the time.
Michael, the only that I just don't want to kill the boss because he owed enough to his uncle.
I understand that. And I don't want to piss that guy off to the point where he doesn't want to deal with us again. We are trying to build some kind of friendly relationship with Attica, but this dude is working outside the purview of that government, outside the direct command of that government, and it is being a real thorn in my fucking side at the moment. And now I'm real pissed because this dude has told us, that the uncle has told us 3 or 4 fucking times now, that we should just give up. Ugh. Really hate being told to give up.
Can't even disagree with the motives of the lords that they're working under. Unifying the country. Unifying. That's the word I was looking for before. It's not a bad idea in concept. Unless, of course, they're tyrants. Which isn't for us to judge.
Yeah.
The Emperor sneezes.
Only the Emperor.
Nowhere else has been unified that holy. Under a singular person or two.
There are any individuals that are equivalent to the Emperor.
Huh?
I said there aren't any individuals that are equivalent to the Emperor.
Not as far as countries go.
I'll leave it up to Vashner. That's what we should have been doing in the first place.
Well, he's overheard every bit of your conversation.
I'm just looking towards him. Waiting for the UFA. Make a decision.
With my abilities at current, it'll be extremely difficult for the four of us to die. Extremely difficult. And our men need rest.
But the band can't be allowed to have lost.
Abso-fucking-lutely not. We are on a winning streak and have been on a winning streak this entire fucking time. I am not losing that. I am not giving up this fight. If I had more information about this blue pine or whatever the fuck fellow, I would be able to scry on them fairly easily, but I don't. So it would prove to be difficult.
I need to send a message to Callahan.
Think real
Okay.
hard about it. Or is that out loud?
No, that's me thinking real hard about it and
Okay.
mentioning it to you. How long would it take to theoretically train a force to utilize these magics? Out of curiosity.
Depends on the force and if they have access to places like where your orcs do, where time doesn't flow quite right. If they do, seconds.
Who are you messaging?
He's just thinking real hard.
Oh, damn it.
His face might be contorting slightly, I don't know. But other than that, he's probably just looking off in the distance.
I think he's constipated.
Hey, snap, snap. Hey, what do you... Don't just space out like that. What's going on?
Just thinking.
Don't leave us in the fucking dark. What are you thinking about? We are a team here.
Thinking about the time magics.
Uh-huh. What about them?
What if we just stole them?
I'm all for it. Use it against him. Absolutely. Let's do it.
But we can't go through a sea of stars, and that's my problem. We can't go through a sea of stars, so we can't go to any... I'm sorry, I'm not explaining my idea at all.
Above table, you know you can, it's just getting a little gnarly there.
Mhm.
Like, the danger rating is improving, but it was never safe.
Above table, okay.
It went from a rank B quest to a rank A quest currently, and it's on its way to rank S.
It's getting more and more difficult.
But we are rank S adventurers at this point, so it's fine.
I will not be rescinding that statement. That is what fashion. What's my name?
Jodak?
That's what Jodak will be saying about.
Who am I? Fuck.
Okay,
I thought I got over this.
so stealing time magics, how would you propose we do that? I can't learn it. Or I might could, but it would take me years, more than likely.
That's what I was thinking. We have that other, how do we call it? Detachment over in the time dilated zone.
Yeah, where Kieran is, I believe.
So
His
we
name was.
send some people up there with the purpose to learn time magic or teach time magic. Then theoretically we could have a group of them show back up in minutes, seconds, even. And that will refresh our troops as well, because they get plenty of time to rest and relax.
I'm just thinking of a bunch of orcs in full-ass wizard outfits.
What do you think, Vashner? You think we can teach our buddies how to wield time?
It'd be difficult, but I don't think it'd be impossible.
I say let's do it.
It's been forever since we've been there. If we've ever actually gone, after we have never gone there, they might not care about the band at all. Which is a concern of mine.
Fuck you, Caleb.
It's a good one. I just don't want to say it out loud.
It's like 3 different puns in one, and I really don't like it.
I'm curious what the other 2 puns are.
So there's the obvious orc pun, there's the dork pun, and Gandalf itself.
Yes, it would be Gandork the Grey.
Yeah, so Gandork the Grey, or Gandork the Grey, or whatever you want to put it like that.
Man took my joke and made 2 extra jokes out of it.
You don't even really get credit for the original one on recording because you sent it into Discord. It was just for us.
So now technically it's my joke.
It's just James's joke.
I'll put receipts. Join Eric's Discord, I'll put receipts.
Well, they have to join the public Discord, and then one of us has to go, I know that guy. Or they seem pretty cool.
And then just invite them here. And then they have to join the Band of Iron somehow.
The
So we can
steps
invite them to the
necessary.
If you are the 100th sub, you get to join the Band of Iron.
That is
No
not...
matter what.
I disagree.
That is not happening.
It's
No.
stay.
But anyway, I said let's do it. Take anybody with any kind of magical aptitude with us. Hell, if you want, you can bring along your buddies, Jodag, and teach them this shit.
Oh shit, I can learn time magic probably.
You can probably.
Oh shit. Fuck yeah.
And all we'd be doing, all that would happen is we'd be gone for a few minutes, at most.
I don't know why in this whole conversation I just now realized I could probably learn it.
Why is my mic now more sensitive to bonks than it ever has been before?
Hurt its feelings.
Bumped it too much.
It's got a bruise.
Exactly something that we could do. I don't know if we should stay in that zone because it will take time, like literally actually take time to learn all that. But not much time would pass here, theoretically.
You're the only one capable of piloting that ship, right?
Currently, yeah.
God damn it.
Well, there is someone else could. No, they can't.
Well, that's the problem. Only you know how to pilot that ship. Only you have the capability of piloting that ship.
What ship are you talking about? Because there is like a general amount of knowledge that everybody knows.
The not time warping, the Sea of Stars ship.
Are you talking about your Imperial craft?
Yeah.
The helmet and the navigator take care of most of that for you. So you don't necessarily need to be psychically inclined yourself. It can work. You might not be as good a pilot as someone that is psychically inclined, but you can do it. Now, the squid ship that you have over at Rock Hollow, well, you saw what happened to the guy that plugged himself in.
No, I'm good.
But he plugged himself in, which means he's already plugged in.
That said,
The ship could be piloted.
and it now works.
Yeah.
He may
And
not be
but there's also
particularly good, nor
currently-
can he leave his seat, but he's there.
I was about to say, there's also the only way he can get here is by being in a body of water currently.
We can just send a message to him and ask him to meet us over there. But that runs the risk of losing him and any of the crew that he takes with him.
Ooh, I have an idea. It's a risk we're gonna have to take. Oh no, we can't take that risk. Shit. The idea, just to say it aloud instead of having it stuck in my brain. The idea was take whatever men we could compliment onto that ship, including any and all magically inclined individuals that we could possibly put on that ship, send them to that place, meet them there, take the people who teach them how to do the time magic-y weird bullshit, bring them back with us, regroup all of our individuals, give our men plenty of time to rest and regroup and all that shit, especially in that area. Take the most wounded and take the most fucked up of our bunch into that area with us so they can regroup and then come back and be stronger than before with time wizards of our own.
So potentially take all these wounded people that are here now to the time dilate area so they can rest and recover.
Yep.
And then bring them back after having taught them time magic.
Yep.
Yeah. These are things that we could do.
These are things we should do.
We should have been utilizing this area this whole time.
Should have
just
been
wasting it.
Correct.
I hope
So-
Kieran's still alive.
He probably is. He lives for like, what, 1,000 some odd years?
We don't know what the ratio of time dilation is. We just know that time is different there.
I don't think it's that much, from what I remember, but I don't know. We'll find out. Because apparently we're going. Right, Bashir?
Sounds good to me.
There you have it.
Bastion has approved of this plan.
Let's make him think that we're really abandoning and surrendering at the main base. Abandon the front line, hit up the main base, take all the majorly wounded we have that are even slightly magically inclined as well, hopefully, and start teaching these motherfuckers time magic.
We've done crazier things in the past.
Shit. Don't you fucking know it. Fought a goddamn crystal dragon in its lair. That was a fucking crazy idea. And won, might I add.
Two
That's the
full
second
adventuring
dragon that we
parties
fought.
pelting something to death does things okay.
Like, what about the first dragon that he basically just fist fought?
He fucking soloed a white dragon, for fuck's sake, before we had our powers.
We were there, but we weren't that
We
helpful.
weren't really doing a whole lot. But I think Kieran was there and I wasn't. But I don't think.
Kieran was.
Yeah.
And very early on, I fought that thing in the castle getting punched by the wall.
Huh.
You were punched by a wall?
I was with the other party for a few days.
Huh.
I thought you were punched by a shrimp.
I was punched by both.
I mean, I fought a god. Lost, technically.
These are all stories we're telling as we're grouping everyone up to
Yeah.
retreating.
We're hyping ourselves up at this point. Like, we're gathering all the men and saying, hey, we're going to leave this base behind, group up at the main base so we can rest and recover and prepare ourselves for an attack from them, potentially. And we're going to take some people and do a cool thing.
We're trying to go take ourselves back to a more defensible position.
Yeah.
Okay, so you all get the people together and start having them gather things and so you can escape again.
Poison the well, all that normal shit.
Can't promise it'll work twice, but you can poison it nonetheless.
Well, it's not like we have the ability to lay down landmines or have a zombie infection happen or spread or whatever like that. Not that that would be a good idea, but we don't have that ability.
I don't
So-
know if either one of those statements is accurate.
What do you mean? Wait, what do you mean?
You have things that could do both of those.
I can't make a zombie outbreak happen.
I didn't say you could.
We can. Who of us can make a zombie outbreak happen?
I don't want to give it away. But
What?
they know. In their heart of hearts, they know.
I don't think any of us are smart enough to remember, Eric.
All I know is that if it's me, I am unaware.
It's totally you.
What the fuck?
We all got tier 4 abilities. He has not shown his yet.
Do you have the secret ability to turn people into zombies and have a zombie epic happen, Caleb?
Sending Eric a DM. How the fuck do you spell capable?
All right.
CAPA.
I got it, thank you. I do appreciate it.
Yeah.
Do you know? I don't even need to say anything.
Okay, so that is it. Okay, my brain was not thinking like that. Got it. That's a good point. It's a great point you make there. So before we leave, I will put a little bit of PJ on the walls.
Oh fuck no! Oh fuck! Yes! Oh, that's gonna be beautiful.
I'll try
Just
to hide
liking
them
the
in
whole
the
fucking place.
crevices so they don't see them.
The moist,
Well, you
dark
could al-
places where people do not look. Keep the water
You could
nice and
also
clean.
I was about to say you could also do part of the well.
I could also do part of the well.
Like whenever they go for water, lichen.
I mean, aren't you going to poison the well anyway?
No. Because it's not gonna work twice. No, it's not gonna work twice.
Do we have extra poison to poison the well again?
Camera flashes over to someone dying of dysentery in base 1.
I mean, I feel like if anything, it just makes them scared to use the water supply we have here. Thus
That's the
making
point.
it a fantastic place for PJ to grow. So good point.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
exactly.
I feel like at this point I'm kind of just walking through the entire keep as like they're collecting everyone, just putting little bits of
Just
PJ everywhere.
Put him in enough places where they cannot avoid becoming lichen zombies.
You want to toss a plant
You know,
growth
like
just for good
water.
fucking measure?
Fuck yeah.
You know, so putting it in water.
Do you also want to throw in a plant growth just for good fucking measure, Eric said.
Oh, fuck it, of course I do. Where my pencil goes so I can mark my spells.
Don't, because we're gonna have a long rest before now and then because we gotta march all our men back to main base.
Well,
Oh,
how
yeah.
quickly are
Yeah,
you
I gotta
getting the
learn.
fuck out of here is the question.
As soon as he's done spreading lichen everywhere, immediately.
Okay, because people
gonna be
plus
left
that
out.
thing equals scary for your guys too.
Yeah, I know. That's why we're leaving. Like, all of our men are going to be evacuated and waiting on him before he bounds. Like, they're not going to be in there while he's doing his thing. Because that's just a recipe for disaster.
Consume my phone.
Ow.
Don't breathe in the spores.
Watch as your father consumes his burger. Consume their
Burger.
flesh.
Killed them. Killed them all. That's all I heard.
We're never going to be able to come back here
No, absolutely not.
unless you have some anti-air.
I mean, I could
Yeah.
ask the moss to please let us through.
Technically, we
the
can also
father.
burn it.
Alright. Be careful burning my kids, alright?
Fair. But we don't need this castle. We're literally trying to sabotage the enemy here. It's fine. That's the whole point.
Exactly. Believe it.
And they can't rewind time enough to stop that from happening. So fuck them.
Now we fuck off.
Exactly.
I think plant
Before-
growth is one of those variable things, right? It's a super complicated spell. It's like you cast it, and then if you wait this long, something happens. This long, something else happens, and this long, something else happens. Right?
Let me pull it up.
I got you.
Plant growth.
Use for a spell. Casting is an action.
You cast a spell using one action. Point of place. Blah 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 blah. All plants 100-foot radius become thick and overgrown. If you cast a spell over 8 hours, you're enriched to land. All plants in a half-mile radius stand on a point within range become enriched for 1 year. It was just either immediate grow or a long-term grow more for 1 whole year. That takes 8 hours. So immediate grow.
So 1 action and a 100-foot radius, so 200-foot sphere. Immediately becomes extremely thick and overgrown with moss and lichen and shit.
Okay, that won't capture the entire base. But it will make certain portions very scary looking.
Hazardous. But it also makes any kind of vines and shit like that hide the lichen very well.
That's why it makes it scary looking.
Does that affect PJ at all?
Huh?
That is a good question. Does that affect PJ at all if PJ is in the immediate vicinity of plant growth?
Looks at Arik.
I don't like how Eric's being quiet.
I also don't like it. But at the same time, we do have a deal of him.
You have a deal, but that tendril is robust.
I can also exclude 1 or more areas within the radius. I can just exclude my arm.
But will PJ be upset about that?
I don't think they're smart enough to be upset about that.
Okay.
I think PJ will think of it as but now I'm everywhere. Because it is kind of just a hive mind creature.
Yeah, but once it's separated from itself, it kind of isn't anymore part of the same. It's different ones. It's kind of like if you clone somebody, like a perfect clone, like we think of it, and then give them different experiences.
They're no longer you, but they look like you, and it's really fucking weird.
That's called a brother. Got it.
It's really that Soma thing. If any of us have played or seen that game, where it's a copy memory thing, and then it boots up somewhere. That one's there, and then it goes somewhere else, and that one has whatever it had between then and there, but it doesn't have whatever that one did afterward.
Gotcha.
Yeah. We can't really tell them what to do, so I'm gonna assume they're just gonna lash out at everything they want to lash out at. Then we're gonna go from there and get the fuck out of here.
Fully capable of using speak with plants to designate targets. Okay, we're fucking off. Anyone else who enters here until you see one of us 4 attack.
So what would have to happen then is everybody gets their stuff, gets on the airship that you guys have, and the excess start walking. Because there's a lot of people here now. It was a consolidated force.
Yeah.
And then, as you're leaving, Peon, you do that, and then things start getting oddly quick, and you make yourself scarce.
Yeah.
Sounds right.
Fucking scorched earth plan, man. It's fucking beautiful. I love it. If we can't have it, they can't either. Salt the earth.
Scorch earth and pressing the pause button.
I'd aircraft do that.
Getting real fucking tired of them reversing everything we're wanting to do. We're gonna fuck them up. Make them realize they're making a fucking mistake.
Counter their counter spell. We got this.
A third mage. Shit.
Ow.
So is the flying portions just getting back as quickly as possible, or are you going at walking speed so you can watch over your guys?
Watching over our guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be
I
my
can lead them
consensus as well.
on their own.
Well, it's going to take a bit because they have to get through the
Well,
more
also-
mountainous parts now.
And we also did leave some of our guys alone to walk back. On their own.
The other ones, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did kind of do that already.
Did we tell them to walk back to that base
Yes.
or to our main base?
We told
to the
them
main base.
we told them to go to the big base.
Okay.
Like I think it was the heavily wounded and couldn't fight anymore needed to go back to the main base and recruit.
I see you're right fucked up. Over the mountains you go.
Just to be sure, I'm sending a message to the leader of that group that we sent before and making sure that they do not go anywhere near that third base.
Do not go there. Go home. Well, not home, but that base.
Under no circumstances should you go anywhere within half a mile of that base.
Or more, probably.
Okay, you send that. A little while later, you get back a piece of paper. It looks like they're in the middle of a rainstorm over there.
Aww.
But there's just a check mark.
I'm upset now.
The ship can fly fast. We can go drop off the wounded and go pick other people up. Just play taxi for a bit.
We could. How long would it take for us to taxi everybody instead of walking there? Would it be a shorter time?
The time it takes just your ship to get there at capacity, it's probably... Because this line was pretty far away from your actual fortress on account of the topography. So the distance to get to there is probably that self-same 5, 6, 7 if you go slow. And that's with your ship in the sky.
So how long would
walking would take 17
A while.
30.
They gonna
So-
take a while.
Yeah. We're sending the ship ahead to go ferry, while I, at the very least, am staying with one of the groups.
Okay. Probably the one that you're currently at.
I'll watch over the groups if you want to send all of our current compliments. We can also send a message to the other ships we have to ferry people back and forth as well.
That is a good point.
We have all of our ships here except for one, I think.
Yeah, you probably still left one of your things back at the, well, there's probably one at your main base in Night Hollow. And then there's probably one at the library.
Because I'm pretty sure that the express thing was no one was allowed to fuck with the destroyer. I'm pretty sure that the express thing was no one can touch that one. That one stays here. Fuck off.
Now the
So
destroyer's
all of our
at the
ahead.
destroyer's nearby. Because it's
it is?
the most offensive defensive craft you have.
Oh, okay.
I think I said it Ryder could use it, Destroyer, if he wanted to.
And besides that, we also have several transport ships as well that are just strictly made for transporting. So we could just have them pick up all these people and ferry them back instead of this 2-month fucking trip back.
Yes, messages are going out for getting people back as soon as we possibly can.
As fast as possible, because we don't know how fucking fast that lichen's gonna grow either. On its own.
We didn't tell it to stay within the fortress.
We didn't.
It's not exactly the best environment for it, but
We
You
did
haven't
cast a
really-
spell that kind of made it the best environment for it.
no, it still doesn't make it the best environment for it. It just causes it to overgrow itself. It's like transplanting 1,000 cactuses in the Antarctica.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of them.
But
They
they're
not
not
last
gonna
that
die
long.
Yeah, they'll be alright. They'll be there long enough for us to really do damage to the enemy a little bit. I just want to laugh as one of the wizards hopefully is dying of dysentery currently. That's all I want. Truthfully, that's all I want.
So then, just for what you're doing there, an immediate time skip of a few days would have to occur.
Yes.
Because travel time. As
Yes.
you get your people collected and reconvene at...
During said travel time, can we also pick out certain individuals that are more capable of magic?
You don't really have a lot of casters in the Band of Iron. You got orcs and you got dwarves. Magic is kind of sort of the wimpy nerd shit, and they really aren't one for it, even if they could have potentially been good at it. You gotta know your culture.
God damn it. Who the fuck are we gonna teach this time magic bullshit to then?
Time magic is rare and unique and something that hasn't been seen before.
Still
Do you
magic.
want to contact some of the elves?
Are they gonna fucking come to our side and help us fucking fight?
They might have offered them a rare and unique source of magic that they haven't seen before.
I don't know if they have.
That's all the elves cares about, doing stuff that they haven't seen before.
Send a message to our elf contact, I guess. I don't know.
What was the name of our elf contact?
That's somebody at the library. Now, I will say those aren't fighters.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I don't want them to be fighters anyway, because the fucking other mages aren't fighters either. They're just people that get in the way.
No, they won't partake in combat.
Oh, God. Pacifist bitches. Son of a bitch.
They like to withhold the status quo, and they don't like
They
to
can
be...
shove their status quo up their ass. God damn it. Who the fuck are we going to teach time magic? Because the orcs aren't going to want to learn it. Well, yeah, that's... yes, you can learn time magic. I can learn time magic. More than likely, right? That's good, but that's 2 of us, and the 4 of us need to attack Raktesh itself together. That means we're leaving the base here undefended from time magic, right? Mm-hmm. The reason we're trying to make time wizards is so that the bases we are going to be leaving undefended from with our defensive and attack capabilities is so that they, when they get time magic cast on them, can then cast time magic on them as a big fuck you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, cool. We can learn it. That's fine. But we also need others that can learn it and use it here. Now. That's the bigger issue.
I mean, if it's a problem, I could teach some of my friends time magic.
Are they willing to help?
Help us out.
If they're willing to help, I don't care. We've already been there. We've already stated our intentions to not get in the way of their bullshit as long as they don't get in the way of ours. If they're willing to help, I'm all for it. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and go, hey, I don't like them because they're weird. No. Yeah, I bullied you, but that's because it was funny.
I'm going to send them a message. Callahan, hey, do you know if anyone wants to learn time magic and or go to a time like dilated area so they can learn time magic faster in comparison to base realm time?
And then in response, help us. Don't forget that part. This is James speaking.
In response, help us with our conflict.
As you'd already sent the information, the fact that we were working on it went without saying. You're asking specifically for help.
I'm asking specifically for help.
You haven't.
Yeah.
Because I knew it was going to take time. I was going to ask to take some people to this other plane that runs faster. Just so we can learn and cement the knowledge faster.
Then most likely find somewhere where we can have a meetup. Take our representatives to there. Leave them there so they can learn. Or rather refine their technique. And then collect them when they're ready. Or leave them a way to get back.
Okay, I'll go find a location for a meetup.
Wouldn't it just be easier to meet up at the big base that we're at? Just as a James thing saying to you, Thaddeus.
Would be, but but also
Now, just for my state, I don't remember. I don't think that you guys ever went to the ice area, which is also your time-dilated area, not on board your squidified orc friend?
we have never been there at all.
Okay. So for sure, that's the only way to get there right now. Okay.
Yeah, we had to go take, unless we were there when we took Kieran there. But
I know you
don't
went
remember
there,
if
but
we
I think you
Kieran
took
there.
the other ship. And if you didn't, then your navigator would have a passageway there, but I don't recall.
At the very least, I will go ask Sachi, I think his name was, the squid ship dude.
You can't exactly write.
But he can speak telepathically.
Yeah, but you
So I
gotta
can just
be
ask
there
him.
for that then.
Yeah, that's a long distance, brother.
Yeah.
So you have to send a message to somebody that is in contact with him to then have him come here. But again, there's no body of water here that he can be in.
Sachi's a Kikari. Sachi is a repairman.
Oh. I don't know.
More messages need to go out. Hey, therapy hack. How are you
Oh,
doing?
fucking son of a bitch. Oh,
Hey, I got a
we're
question
involved
for
with
you.
so many people. This human has really not understood what he has involved himself in.
I didn't want to go on a little mini adventure today.
Shut up and do it. This human is fucked. Oh, this is great.
Okay, therapy hack. How are you doing?
That's the end of the
Guys.
message.
That's the end of the message right there.
Okay. You get back, things are well.
I know there's patient, what's the word? There is patient confidentiality and all, but have you picked up any new patients? Such
I'm
as-
not geared for this level of not connected to things. There's been a steady stream. Business, as it were, is well.
I love how fucking Jodak is reading in her voice. Oh.
Well, if you read something written by someone else, normally you kind of sort of mentally do that. And because it's Hag, I get to
Is
be a
it
little
normal?
scary.
Yes?
Yeah?
People actually do that? Oh. Okay.
I do.
I
know
don't.
I do.
I don't. I
What
read
the
everything
fuck
in
do
my-
I sound like in your mind then?
I read everything in my voice.
Why would you? You're a what?
Excuse the fuck out of me, James? What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Let's move on. It's fine. Let's just go. Yeah, that's my voice. No, that's my voice, not yours.
I almost sent my mental image of James back to the past what it used to be.
I didn't think it was doing. I didn't think that the normal thing was reading it in other people's voices, because I've never done that. I've never had that ability.
You better not be reading that in your voice.
I dare you to read that. Me and Thaddeus will have some words if you do.
I just won't read it. That's fine, because there's no way I can not. It's not like I have a choice. I thought it was normal. What? it was really, really weird reading a book that had people that were speaking in different tones. Because I was just reading it as me. It was all just me. They didn't have different voices.
Jesus Christ.
It's an audiobook.
Yeah.
You just read as an audiobook.
Yeah.
But then they would still need different tones.
No.
There were so many different tones and maybe different voices because of different people.
I mean, I added, like, if I thought a character was more jovial or happy, I added a more happy tone. Or if I thought they were angry, I added an angry tone, but that was about it.
Just a bunch of Jameses all trying to vie for the same role. What the fuck?
Yeah. It's really, really weird to read a book.
And you thought that was normal?
Yeah! I didn't know people read in different voices. I didn't know.
Huh.
I think it comes with the neurodivergency. I don't know, I guess.
Must have different autism spec paths.
I don't know, brother.
Alright, I guess
really
I'll just
don't.
try to mimic Jodak's voice for his next message he gets back.
No, it's fine. Continue. I didn't know that was normal.
And like 5 minutes just making fun of James.
Shut up!
In fairness, that's a lot. Because it means that everything he's ever read, he didn't say it in our voice tones.
No! Never!
And I don't know about everybody else, but with me, that's a requirement.
Kind of speaking.
Okay,
Congolese.
that's part of the reason why I misunderstand a lot of what everybody is fucking saying when they text me, and why I don't like texting. I like being on the phone so I can understand the context and the direct sound of their voice to understand whether they're upset or not. Because I just read it in a monotone, my voice.
I'm bringing the mental image of you with long black hair back.
No, I don't have black hair.
Oh, I know you don't, but the mental image is coming back.
It's bleach blonde,
It's nice.
It's not bleach blonde either.
platinum.
No, it's brown, a light brown, but it's brown.
Cap.
I can't see that.
Technically speaking, across my body I have every hair type, but that's beside the point.
Did not need to know that. And I don't think the stream or video did either.
I mean, it's centered on my face.
Okay. Okay. To continue that message.
Why are you angry? What did I do?
You know why
Not you.
we're angry.
Dogs keep barking as soon as I unmute my thing.
Oh. I was about to say, I didn't do anything to be angry at for. Like this, what the fuck?
It's like discovering that somebody can't think in colors. Like, what?
Wait, what?
This, do not. I may have to leave.
Hold on. What?
This motherfucker thinks in grayscale.
Some people do. They can't think in colors. It's weird.
I mean, some of my memories are kind of colored, but like, if I'm just thinking about something, it's just black and white.
You definitely expect very different autism trees here.
And when you say thinking color, just out of curiosity, what should be?
When you think of like a book, it's like not black and white. It's like when I think of the word book, I think of a red book. Y'all not do that?
I wasn't sure if you meant like images or just words.
So when you talk about thinking about a book, the first thing my brain thinks about is I think about my favorite book, which is a blue book. But that's just because of a memory of a blue book that is currently in my dresser or my shelf right here. If you're just talking about like a book, it's just a black book, or just like a grayscaled background book, like a bad fucking film.
Let's move on before I get too upset.
I didn't sign up for this today.
I'm gonna eat my ice cream in peace.
Ooh, ice cream! Fuck everything else. I'm gonna get away from this conversation. Get ice cream. Fuck this.
Fuck.
Please continue communicating with therapy.
But I also want ice cream.
I love how the second I mentioned it, the other two lactose intolerance run for it.
I can't. I'm a main participant of this conversation.
Yeah, you have to lure shit.
You sound
You have to wait till you
goddamn
pass the
voice.
camera
What
to
the
someone
fuck?
else.
What was the last thing I said?
How's business?
How's business? Did you ever get the chance to go talk to that one guy, Akari? I'm not asking about what he talked about, just if you had a chance to go talk to him.
In whatever voice you think this is, you get words that write back, yes, they were spoken to.
Well, you could just keep the hag voice. I just didn't know I was normal. God. I like the hag voice. It's fun.
Okay. If you have the time, can you go ask him some questions for me?
Stop calling me out.
What questions?
Leave me alone.
Before he became how he is, I think.
Ow.
We heard that he went to a different plane, and I want to know how to get to that plane.
Are you trying to get information from that thing he's connected to? A little different. I do not know how much of that he can personally control.
I wasn't sure how much of him is still left there.
He's there, it's simply a matter of... doctor-patient confidentiality.
Yep. I won't question anything else.
Cookie crunch.
And that 100% went simply a matter of ... doctor-patient confidentiality.
On another note, no, that's never mind. I want to scratch out that message.
Why are you scratching out a message that you could just throw away instead of sending it?
Gotta save
Because you can
paper.
always write on the same paper and then just send it back and forth. That's how we send messages,
What?
right?
So fucking sorry.
Keeps your
Sorry,
conversation
what?
contained.
Do you pull out a new sheet of paper every time you send a new message?
Yes!
Motherfucker.
You send one
Why?
person one DM, delete the DM, start a new DM, send one message.
Sure fucking do, just like I do on Twitter.
I just hold up the sheet of paper where I wrote something at the very top, and she wrote something underneath, and I wrote something underneath that, and it's been passing it back and forth.
I've been sending it like a letter.
That's too much effort. This is a casual conversation, I think. Kind of.
You
Bitch, I
started
have
with
ice
how
cream and not
good
time
it
for
is.
this.
Well, since we're talking about this, I think it's a bad idea to teach the therapy hag time magic.
Absolutely. Actually,
Absolutely not.
I think I like the idea, but also I'm afraid of what she might do with it.
Who gives a shit?
I mean, I kind of give a shit, but at the same time, I also kind of don't give a shit. You know?
Yeah,
Ask her if she wants to learn it.
back to the message. On another note, how would you feel about learning a unique and possibly new form of magic?
You get back a very intricate looking question mark that you feel is a little sarcastic.
I happened to run into someone who had the ability to turn back time. And learned how to do it myself. And I'm sending that forward.
Why are you sending this shit into my server?
The
have a
Coven doesn't
record of it.
like it when people do that.
Who doesn't like what?
Not related to you at all.
Is that a problem? Like, we won't have them coming after us, will they? Will we?
I won't report you.
I mean,
What if
I
they
don't know how to do it yet. Like, I know how to do it, I just can't do it. But, theoretically, if someone were to be reported for this offense, what would happen?
They would not have friends in Salika.
You put a ... in Salika?
No, it's...
Or it's just like friends in Salika?
yes.
Okay.
Sounds like an
Or like a
anti-doggism.
comment after friends. Comma after friends.
So I say comment. What's the comment?
I think I looked at something that had the letter T.
I see. But they won't leave Salika to chase after them? Right?
The Coalition doesn't like that.
What's the coalition?
It's that thing that's basically keeping other countries from warring.
I thought people were just afraid of Attica.
Attica is the fist of the Coalition, as it were.
And then afraid of Salika. Because magic is weird. And there's lots of people in Salika who do magic.
It is, and there are.
I'm sorry, I lost my point.
You have.
Kari, I need to talk to him, but don't have the time to teleport towards him. Do you happen to have a teleportation circle nearby? Or a way to get to him in a quick and easy manner?
I can get to him.
Can you bring someone else along?
Not right now.
What would you need to do that?
Additional time.
How much time is additional time?
Probably tomorrow.
Okay. And you're sure you have no interest in learning this magic?
Did I say
Just-
that? Or
No,
did I
I get it.
explicitly say that other people wouldn't like that?
In that case, can you meet us here? I'll give a location of the base. So you could take me to there so I could talk to Kari and get the information I need to take us to a place to take us to a place to rest and recover.
Strangely, whenever it comes to your grouping, one of yours has made it to where I can get there quite easily.
Oh, really? That's neat. Oh, wait, I need to go visit. I need to go visit Allie as well. Hey, Peon.
Yo.
Did Allie have a messenger pouch?
Yeah, the mail slot.
I have no fucking clue.
We'll do that later, I guess.
I barely remembered who the fuck Allie was when you said the name.
The alchemy tag.
No, I remember now. It just took me a minute.
I just have a list. Thaddeus just have a list of names for every person we have named in this campaign.
Look at what you've made me do.
And I look through it anytime and every time I try to start a conversation with someone.
I will kill you. Just gonna throw that out there.
4.
You know what?
I haven't asked for any names in your campaign. Names are meaningless in your campaign to me.
I'm gonna ask all the fucking names in your campaign.
Wow.
Now the to me made it okay. The to me made it okay. It was bad, and then the to me made it okay.
Humans are humans, and that's all that it matters. They're human.
Check out the Tabletalker podcast channel for the other campaign that's being ran by James.
Hey! Woo! I have ice cream.
You can find it at www.youtube.com/@Tabletalkers.
I think it's that Tabletalkers podcast.
Is it at Tabletalkers podcast?
Get your facts straight before you start tossing hats out there.
Don't at me, bro.
It's at Tabletalkers_podcast.
Don't at me, bro.
That besides, I'm setting up a meeting spot with Therapy Hag. Go meet with Akari. To go meet with.
Well, you're just inviting her to
Kieran.
your location first, right?
Yeah.
You'll get a message back. Is Tadori there with you?
Tadori? Yes.
Good. And then there's about a minute, and then Tadori, from your side, where your body, from where your bag of holding is, you begin to see icy cold, long, horrific fingers stretch out of the top of it.
My bag?
Yes.
What
Jesus
the fuck?
fucking Christ.
Toss the bag over
The
there.
other hand begins to reach itself out, and it splits
the bag over
the
there.
thing open. And then Therapy Hag just floop.
What the fuck? Huh.
Huh.
Why my bag?
Your friend said so.
I thought she had some sort of like.
No,
trauma
no,
events or something.
not him. And she'll point at Jodak.
What?
She blinks at you.
Oh, that friend! How's he doing?
She'll shrug.
Cool. He's a good friend. He gave me this. And I'll hold up the dagger.
Pointy.
Yeah.
So, hi.
I'm gonna go pick up my bag now.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Well enough. Lots of things.
I understand.
Including this, apparently.
I figured you're always asking how everybody else is doing, so I figured I'd ask you how you're doing.
It's almost constantly right back at me. I've heard it as many times as there are people. Except for certain nutcases, but like you kind of expect that.
Fair. Oh,
When's the last time we spoke
you
to
haven't seen me since I've been this.
What's this? And then like her hag guys will go over you, and then she'll go, ow.
Oh. Yeah.
Steer clear of any malconvokers. Unless you like being stuck in a jar.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but yeah, okay. Side note, when all this is said and done, I only have 6 months to live. I would like to schedule sessions for all that entirety of the 6 months, by the way.
I think that it'd be wise to do so after You know, this thing that you spoke of?
No, I understand. I'm just letting you know ahead of time so I can get a hold of you and it won't be a surprise.
Right.
Probably schedule some sessions for your sister.
I'm scheduling sessions for my entire family. But we went through some shit, my man. There's a lot of repressed trauma.
Figure they're both.
Also, could you do me a favor?
You being
The hag. I don't remember her name.
therapy hag?
Yeah.
He has never given you a name.
We can call her
Okay.
Terry for short if you want.
I'll be looking at her because I'm still speaking to her and say, can you do me a favor, by the way?
What's the favor?
My littlest sister is not acting the way she should be acting due to deals with demon influences. There's something wrong with her, and I'd like you to check up on her.
They'll kind of squint their eyes and look you over and ponder for a little bit. I'll see what I can see whenever we have our first session.
I appreciate that so much. Anyway, Jodak, the real reason we were here. Sorry.
Well, Jodak, since you're the person that's supposed to be going there, and your friend is able to facilitate such a convenient method of transportation, we could technically go today. I know I said tomorrow in my note, but I thought I would have to get someone else. You understand? You weren't exactly being very... So, click your fingers together, clear.
He does that a lot.
I didn't want to intrude or bother you if you're busy.
No, instead you just want to write the entirety of all the messages possible and not keep things clear and concise.
Yeah.
I've had a busy day. I apologize.
No, that's fair. It's understandable. But we can go talk to him today. That'd be fantastic.
No, yell at him for it, because he deserves it. He does it to fucking everyone, and it's kind of annoying.
Oh no, I think my disappointment will do enough, won't it, Jodak?
I feel sad. And I don't want to. Because you used the D word. Yeah, I'll attempt to be better at that.
They'll flatten their hand and give you a quick little pat. You'll get there.
But can we go see Kari?
Well, if I'm going to be taking you to Rock Hollow, does anyone else need to go there for anything in particular? Judging by the air, I'd say we're somewhere in Raktesh or Attica. Right along the border, maybe? And she'll sniff the air a couple times.
We're in Raktesh currently. Can you be back in relatively quick amount of time?
Oh no, it will be overnight. At least for
Alright.
him to get there and back. I'd go wherever I want.
We're still ferrying people back and forth. You don't necessarily need me for that.
Yeah, right now you guys are probably on your ship and she just crawled out of the bag on your boat. Which would have been really difficult to teleport to, mechanically speaking.
Yeah. I think... I think we can handle things here, Jodak. Go ahead and do what you gotta do so we can facilitate this faster.
Okay. Do I need to jump into that bag?
No. No.
You don't want to do that, friend.
That was just how you got here. I wasn't sure if that was how we would leave.
Once again, is anyone else coming along? I do not know what it is you're doing up here.
Ferrying people.
Well, yes, but if it requires your direct attention or not.
Well,
Vashnir may wish to see his father.
Yeah, but there are time wizards currently, and time wizards need to be killed quickly. And we're the best suited for that.
They like to turn back time a lot or make little time bubbles.
To the good old days.
The song's gonna be stuck in my head.
You're welcome.
So unless anyone has a dire need to go back to Rock Hollow.
Vashnir, do you want to go see your dad?
Might as well.
Do you think you two are okay to defend everything going on over here?
I mean, I am the second strongest, so we'll be fine.
Ryder have permission to use the destroyer. You're just defending a base. You have the ships.
Ryder is
fine.
not with you. He's probably in the destroyer right now.
I gave him permission to use destroyer before. I'm just double checking all my facts before I'm ready to go. I am.
Jodek, go. We don't have time. Go.
Very well. Huddle close.
Safe travels.
And then the air around you two will get very cold, Vashnir. You are completely unfazed. And then they're gone.
I'm gonna write a note to Bagman saying, "Holy shit, I didn't know you knew therapy, hag." Send.
And by that you mean just put it in the bag and forget about it.
Correct.
Okay. Vashnir and Jodek, you materialize in Rock Hollow. Looking over at the port section, you see that it's a little earlier in the day than it was over there.
Why was it so cold?
Nature of certain magics.
Magic is weird. I'm never going to understand it completely. I've accepted this fact.
Well, it seems as though if you're going to go talk to them for business, it is decidedly not time for me to ply my trade, so I'll see what else can be done around here.
Thank you for bringing us.
They'll kind of totter off into a nearby crowd, which is immediately, oh god, what the fuck, and then like, oh yeah, I've seen that thing before. Still weird.
I take it you're going off to go see your father?
Correct.
We'll probably be nearby around here tomorrow. I'm gonna go talk to Akari to chip. Okay.
Mhm.
You guys have a preference on who goes first?
Let Fashion go first.
Okay.
Okay. Vashnir, you make your way through your hometown and into the keep. By and large, people are happy to see you. A little confused though, because the last time you were here it was wartime. But now that it is no longer that, people are... They seem a bit more relaxed than the last time you gave this town a walk around.
The town's thriving and everything. Oh,
It's probably a bit better than it was before, but it's not like, holy shit, what happened here?
nah.
I just heard nah. And
That's
then
it.
nothing
Nah,
else. Okay.
Yeah, alright. I'll go through town, say hellos and everything, greeting everybody. I'll make my way to the father.
What'd you say?
I'm just gonna be like doing greetings, make sure everybody's okay.
Yeah.
Then make my way to father.
Make your way to the actual, like, quote-unquote throne room area.
Yeah.
You see that at the moment your father is being not accosted, but from his, like, facial expressions that you know, it feels like it, by, like, I forgot what their names are, but they're people that come there and ask for things. Small folk, usually. They're in attendance with their people. Your brother by their side.
I'm not intruding on.
He'll look up. Vashnir. No, you're not intruding. Just let them have their thing. We'll talk later, okay?
Okay.
Glad to see you.
Same as you, father.
Some time passes while people do their various requests, and for the most part, you've sat in on a couple of these before. This is not anything out of the ordinary, but it does seem like the quantity of stuff which they're able to grant has improved. Okay. Want to keep at it, or do we want to shift over to Jodak in the immediacy? Because this will take some time. They have a lot of people. Okay. Jodak, you head toward the port.
I know where.
Go on.
I know where he should be because I know we went to visit before, and I don't think we finished building that little lake we were looking at yet.
Well, there's already a place here, but I don't think that the, like, big water diversion has occurred yet, no. That's like a big construction project.
Mhm.
It is helped by some of the creatures that you brought back from the Frost Plains, but it's not just done.
So then I'm just going to walk over to where he was before and hope he's still there.
They're not currently moored, but you do see the squid ship off in the like lake area before it begins to turn into the estuary for the actual river.
Does it seem like they're going somewhere?
Nah.
I'm just gonna send a telepathic hello over there.
You have a range on that?
Probably. Most likely. Most definitely. Just I don't know what the range is. It's Illrigger. Not Illrigger. That. No. 60 feet.
They're not within 60 feet.
They're not within 60 feet at all. How far does message go?
How far does message go?
I don't know. I don't feel like looking up spells. So, just get over. Hey,
60 feet.
Akari. How are you doing?
There is no response from the boat, way out on the lake, to the man yelling from the docks.
I interrupt this message to bring.
I can just fly over.
I interrupt this message to bring the knowledge that I just ate an entire pint of ice cream and now I feel fat. Continue.
I have to flying carpet. I can just pull it out of a little landing zone, unravel it because I have to ravel it up because it has to share a landing zone now. And fly it over.
You do so. Landing on the deck.
I'm close enough, then I'm telepathically saying, hello, how are you?
Now, are you doing that to the ship or to the orc?
I'll try for this to work.
Okay. In that case, you're gonna get back. Hanging in here.
Just being bored sitting out on the lake.
I'm really just stuck in the room. Honestly, this is hell.
I thought you could see outside though.
I can if I do this weird little joiny thing in my brain, but I don't want to all the time.
I'm sorry. I might know. Nope. I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry it brings up any trauma, but I had a question for you, if you don't mind answering.
Sounds like Jodak, so what do you want? What's up?
Yeah. Do you know where that ice place you went is?
Yeah,
By any chance?
I'm
Or
the
what's it
one.
called?
I don't know what it's called, but I do know that I'm the one that gets us there and gets the things from there back here.
Okay. Where exactly is it? If you know.
I could not possibly tell you that. That's the squid thing. I just tell it where to go.
The squid thing just knows this place.
Well, yeah, it's been there now, and it is able to go there again. Sometimes I think it's thinking of like a whole bunch of places where all of it's been once, but I got scared, and then I never went there again.
Would you be upset having to go back there again?
Yes.
Hey, Arik. Do I have to go there myself to know how to get there?
If you go there, you're... Okay, what do you mean? Explain.
I am thinking of this thing, traveling to the stars essentially is having a set of coordinates.
Pretty much.
So, would I need to just have, like, the coordinates written down or put in my mind? Or would I have to physically go to that coordinate to know how to get to that location?
If you are able to interface with one of the things that are able to recognize them, you could have this weird alien knowledge put into your brain. But it is much easier if you just go there, and then it's able to find that in your brain during one of your telepathic handshakes.
Okay. Then I'm really sorry to ask, but do you think you could take me there?
I can.
I could try talking to the squid ship. I don't know what that would do to you, but I could try talking to them.
Probably nothing unless you piss it off.
I'm going to try that first, if you don't mind. If not, I'll ask you to take me to that place. I am sorry.
I'm just gonna stay separated.
Okay. In that case, I need to interface with the squid ship.
Your thoughts go to it.
Method.
It is much more alien. It's like obsessively fixated on like location coordinates and things like that.
Robotic, so a hello will get me what? It
It's
says something to me, I'm saying hello to it. Sorry.
It's less words, more a sensation of here.
Then thinking of vague ice time nonsense place.
Get the idea that it is known.
And since we're the idea of requesting that knowledge.
You just get back to it is known.
Back to Akari. I don't know how to interface with this thing. And I don't want to. So can you take us to that location?
I probably can, yeah. Talk with somebody back at Nightbringer about any materials it is that they were wanting from there. We can make another delivery of it and...
Alright, then yeah, I'll go find Bashnet, ask anyone or someone.
Hey, Jodak.
Yeah.
The ship's saying that you're different.
Different how?
Closer to it
Than I was the last time?
than me, at least. It's making it clear it would prefer you over me to be where I am, but I think that me leaving this right now would kill me.
Yeah, I don't think you should leave where you are right now.
I would like
Tell
to
it I'm-
leave where I am.
But if you leave right now, you will die.
Not right now.
You know what?
Maybe right now.
Not right now. You do not die. Yeah.
That was like a, just like a thought that serviced, like, yeah, maybe.
We're looking for a way to get you out of this. You know, safely. With most of your mental faculties intact and alive. Just wait.
Just find a squid ship repairman. Surely this has happened before, right? Maybe some of them GIF have some? I don't fucking know.
Well, do you know the ship might know of a squid ship repair shop that you could go to?
Have you tried talking to that thing?
I have. I don't understand it.
Neither do I. Except in the rare instances where it decides to give me words.
I talked to some of our engineers in the intellect of our place, right?
You know you have them. You didn't really investigate this problem.
No. That means I just had to send another message to Callahan. Hey, do you know any squid ship repairmen? I
What?
know this is completely separate issue from the last time I sent you a message, but I have a guy who is bound to one of the elliptic transport ships and would very much like to be unbound from said ship.
Ensure
How do
that
I-
they're wherever it is we would be meeting up, and we can have people look at them.
Will do, and thank you. To Akari, I found a potential repairman for you.
What the fuck?
At least someone who can look at what you are and fix it. Maybe.
You just feel the sensation of tears.
First thing first, I'm gonna go see if anyone wants to make a delivery. Because I do need to go to the ice place.
I'll get us back at moored. So you don't have to, however it is you got here, get back here again.
Just a weird flying carpet. Would you like one?
What?
A flying carpet.
Uh...
I mean, not right now. But when you're mostly humanoid, again.
Think we'll worry about that later.
I'm just making conversation as we're
taking time away from Medina, I
back.
see. The ship returns to the dock. And then, how are you? What's your game plan for seeing what Nightbringer, which is a different town, wants? Talking with, like, caravanners and things like that?
talking with caravanners and things like that.
Okay. You can also probably,
Sending
like...
a message towards Nightbringer.
Yep.
Or towards Medina. To ask about people in Nightbringer. One or the other.
it'd be-
Of course.
You're better off talking with the NPCs at this juncture. Most things are set to autopilot.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, that's so much micromanaging that it would just be that for 3 hours a day.
3 hours a day, every day.
Like playing a Paradox game. Okay. Meanwhile, Vashnir. The crowd of people has dispersed, and once the last one is out, your father kind of deflates in his chair. How you doing?
Busy as usual. Seems to be the same with you.
I'm just glad things have calmed down since all those fucking things were appearing out of nowhere and people were losing their minds and the parasites and blah 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 blah, and they'll slump farther.
Glad those are over.
We made it through it though. Thanks in no small part to you and yours, for which I'm very proud of. And I'll like crack a smile.
Training. Oh, did you catch that?
What'd you say?
I had the proper training.
Guess so. So, what can I do for you?
Really just stopping by, saying hello.
Oh, your other brother is kinda sort of helping manage your town that you've left to its own devices. I figured you wouldn't mind that much.
Oh, not at all.
Yeah.
No,
Nothing personal, I just didn't want some random mercenary orc leading the town directly next to mine.
oh yeah, they have a habit of going off and doing their own things here and there.
Yeah, they've been working on a fucking shipping lane through our territory for the last few months, I know.
Have to keep them busy with something or they'll go back to their other habits.
Let's just ignore all the also magical creature inquiries that have happened on account of those worms you've moved into town. For construction purposes and defensive purposes and, you know, I guess deforestation purposes. All I know is apparently your orcs can train them, which is cool.
Unsurprising.
But, and they'll kind of like swing to their feet. If you don't really need anything, I'm thinking dinner.
Sounds good to me.
Alright, let's go.
We'll look you up.
Say what?
And you're off.
So then you guys head to the dining hall area, and before too long, servants will bring forth a... It looks like they were informed that you were here, So there's enough of like a special circumstance, but it's nothing gaudy.
Yeah.
And you just have a nice family meal.
I was giving like for dinner, just give him like updates of what's happened since we last talked and everything, and what we're planning.
Most of that story stuff, I don't think that too much of it really gets much of a rise, except how detailed is your explanation of the current events?
The important bits.
So in other words, you include the fact that you're adding some like wizarding things to other stuff and things like that, but you don't go into like exquisite detail.
Yeah, because I'm not the most knowledgeable of like wizarding stuff.
Okay. It doesn't get too much of a response on its own outside of like a bit of a head tilt thing of, oh, he's adding wizards to his retinue.
Gotta expand.
And you have been. It doesn't bring up anything in particular over the dinner though, unless you have something in particular you want to discuss.
Not too much, just bonding.
Yep. Meanwhile, Jodak, you go through and find what items the Caravanneers have been requesting and delivering, and they're able to get a certain amount set up, which you then utilize your Band of Iron funds to take care of. Which I'm imagining there's just a certain amount of like displacement amongst the higher ups where it's like if you need to make a big purchase, you have this.
Just have enough to make that purchase.
I mean, it's either that
Later.
or you head to Kingelgrad and you get a bunch of actual like bank notes, but I don't think you want to do that.
We went to Kingrad, they probably would cheat me of significantly more money.
Well, realistically, they'd probably do exactly what they do here, which is use your stuff to invest in other things and get payback from that, using your money as their money.
That sounds about right. I've paid for all this cargo now.
Yeah.
I just need to start loading it up onto the squid ship.
Doesn't take too long. And then are you going?
Alright.
Are you grabbing Vashnir?
I should at least let Vashnir know what I'm planning. So I'm sending a message. Hey, I'm going to the other plane. Do you have any complaints or did you want to go along? It's up to you.
You get that message at the tail end of dinner.
I'll read over it and I'll say, I'll go along. When you're departing. Can I come through?
As soon as possible. So, relatively soon. Whenever you're ready, I suppose.
Shortly after dinner ends, I'll bid my farewell. I'm like, oh, I have a matter to attend.
Very well. Be safe, son.
Same to you, Father.
And the brother will also give you a nod.
Always good seeing the family.
Helps whenever we're not also, you know, being bared down upon by some horrific monstrosity from beyond the stars.
Uh-oh. They don't know.
But they'll, see you off, and then you head off to the docks to reconvene with Jodek there.
Alright.
All right, you two ready to go? I say to Vashnir and sending a message to the orc. Sorry.
On your go, boss.
Thumbs up. Ready.
All right.
All right then.
You head out across the Sea of Stars. I need one of you to roll me a d12 and then the other one to roll a different one.
So 2d12s.
Well, one of
One
you
each.
one, the other one another one. Yeah. That way it's no one's fault if something bad happens. And if it is, you don't know whose.
Definitely Thaddeus's.
It's definitely my one.
A 1 and?
Still at D12, right?
Yep.
That's my 12.
I just
got a
find
12.
reasons to use this dice.
I got a 12 and a 1.
2 sides of the spectrum.
You really did force my hand here.
Dude. Of course that would fucking happen.
Well,
Jesus Christ.
I didn't do it.
And they were never heard of again.
He was like, oh.
the numbers are very particular, though. So I think I have to run it thusly. During your trip, you see a... Let me roll something. You see an Imperial vessel that looks like it has been overcome with the crystal lattice work. Just kind of floating at the top of all this mess. It almost looks like it's been webbed by it, is how thoroughly it's covering it.
Does anything appear to be moving on board?
The only thing that you can tell from that other ship is that some of the little mage lights are still on. You do not see anyone moving, and it itself is not floating adrift.
I don't know whether that should be concerning or not. Because I do not know. I cannot say whether we're doing something.
You're with your commanding officer.
Now, when was the last time we saw it? The crystal work?
The crystal lattice has been appearing in this place as time has gone by. At one point in time, I think you guys saw some dragonoid or something of that ilk that was overtaken by it. Now you see an Imperial vessel.
Probably should steer clear of that.
Looks like they might have been lost in the sea.
Possibly.
I am not in control of the ship, but if you can you make sure you stay away from that area?
You
The
said
last
about
message
giving it a
you have,
wide
Arik.
berth. Are you quenching any of your lanterns and things like that?
Yeah.
Going dark?
You said it. So yes.
Okay, I still have to give him a shot. It's a lot harder now.
Oh yeah, we do look like an elephant ship.
That's not what I mean by shot. But even with disadvantage, sorry, natural 20. They did okay. So I will say that as you guys are starting to leave its distance, you do see firing like straight up a magic bolt. And hear just the telltale that it makes.
Like firing at like a flare?
An attempted one, perhaps.
Distress signal?
It's I could say you can make a check, but all you saw was a weapon fire upward.
It's not firing at us.
You're correct. You're also way out of its range, so even if it was.
But still firing straight up.
Uh-huh.
That seems to me that's a distress flare. Maybe we'll do a check. Maybe a little closer.
If that's what you want to do. I was going to say it sounded the same.
We're in agreement.
You bring the ship around.
Spyglass up here.
Spyglass it. Make a perception check.
Alright. What's my perception at? What, plus 3 for 16.
16 total.
Mhm.
You're looking it over, and on the deck of the ship, you do see somebody in the Imperial colors and an automaton near them. That seems to be keeping them, like, propped up. They look to be in pretty bad shape. Not injuries so much, but there are some of them.
Okay, so what needs our help? Gonna continue going towards the ship.
You navigate closer to the ship, the lattice work gets more intense. And Jodak, since you're in communication with the one piloting this thing, you know that he doesn't want to proceed further on account of all that mess.
He doesn't want to proceed further, as in
The
the orc
ship,
doesn't or the ship doesn't.
yes. They're working in unison, it gets a little weird.
Do you see where that shot came out from?
The
I
Vashni?
see one man and a machine.
So a man and machine?
That's all I see. One man, one machine. He's being held up by the machine. He's alive, but hurt.
We got the carpet. Do you want to take the carpet down? Try to grab him, get him out.
So be very careful.
That sounds like permission. I'm sorry, pull out the carpet and unravel it. I don't think I've tried to fly in the Sea of Stars before.
You managed to get it up and get it moving, but it feels almost oppressive trying to fly through this area on this thing. Your speed is maybe a third of what it usually is.
That sounds fine. We'll get there eventually, unless it's like an active combat situation.
Not at this time.
They're just staring at each other.
Huh?
You said there was a robot and a fan.
Yeah, it's one of the
held
automatons.
up.
They're holding up the guy, like physically keeping them on their feet.
Okay.
Not like hands to the
I think an
sky.
old Texas hold up. Yeah. We'll get over to them eventually. So, just we're slowly making our way over.
Bring yourselves in for a landing on the deck of the ship. You notice that as you're stepping across it, the lattice work is starting to work its way like into the boards beneath you. And the other two will kind of hobble in your direction and go, I don't know who you are right now, but we need to get the hell out of here. Is there enough room on your flying device for the both of us?
It should be.
Okay.
I'm aboard. So after we're away from this.
They limp over in that direction and kind of flop down on it a bit hard. Now that you're here, looking around the edges of the ship, you can see what appears to be various, like, human GIF and some automaton forms that have been completely overtaken by this lattice and are, like, melded into this thing. It looks very Dead Space. Except crystal instead of meat.
Oh. Still horrifying.
Yeah. Like,
Yes.
to the point where it looks like their organic components are being converted into this crystalline mass. It's very Dead Space.
I don't want to be here for longer than we have to be. Is there anyone else?
I don't know of anyone else that's still alive. Nor do I know what else you could find. I've been hiding. It's only by the grace of whatever God smiled upon me that I happened to see reflected in this lattice.
I assume this whole ship had just been turned into a crystal. Or at least, like, no one would have survived this long. I'm saying this as we're flying back to the squid ship.
Speaking of Link, if I've been here for too long, wherever it is you're going, I hope it's nearby.
I don't know how long we've been here.
As to where your actual destination is, you're not sure of the distance. But then he'll continue. As you know, or probably have been told, people don't come back if they've been here for a week. And I don't know how long I've been here.
We do not know how far it is to our destination, or how long it would take.
Then if you worry for your safety, I suggest you kill me now and toss me overboard.
I have no intention of doing that.
And you invite whatever happens. And I hope we all make it out of here.
I mean, no one really knows what happens. Just that
I know.
you can't stay for a
And
week.
they'll, like, look you in the face.
When we get back to the ship, I was going to ask if there's a chance we can make an emergency stop.
You want to define that a little clearer?
Return to a plane of existence that is hospitable to us. So, emergency dropout of the Sea of Stars. Not to do that, but if it's a possibility.
Right now, the closest place I know that I've been is right back where we were in Rock Hollow. Probably take about half a day to get there, though. The other place is probably another day or two out.
So either risk a day or two, or go back half a day.
You still have to risk half a day.
Still have to risk half a day either way.
Just a half day, I guess.
Learning about and executing plan, get the fuck out of there.
Yeah,
Alright.
We can try after dropping this guy off.
Okie dokie. How do I want to... Checks clock. Double. Okay. So. Here's what's about to happen. Jodak and Vashnir, you turn about, and you set up getting to where the ship says that it can then go back to Rock Hollow from. If we say it's literally half a day, meaning 12 hours, then 6 hours into it, things start to get weird. Like the thrashing of the quote-unquote water starts to sound different. And some of the lattice kind of starts to vibrate in weird ways. Do you do anything at that juncture?
Is there anything that we can do?
Not that's nice.
We went through the effort of saving this guy and his automaton. I don't think killing him here would be nice.
Okay. Final call, Vashnir.
Same answer.
Alright. So then. About half an hour after that, you begin to see the lattice shift, change, almost as though something huge is underneath and very near you. Do you do anything? You're in a squid ship. Flight capabilities are non-existent.
Asking the orc and the ship. What's nearby right now for us to get to? In its immediacy. Dropping out the Sea of Stars, I mean.
I don't know, but it's scared and wants to run. It might find something, but I don't know what.
just for the sake of my own brevity, these squid ships aren't like actual dreadnoughts, right?
What do you mean by that?
Never mind.
It is a sentient organism with a bunch of ship parts essentially bolted to it.
Yeah.
That's why the beds lick you.
I was going after actual things that are in the Sea of Stars, but this is probably something else, so never mind. Ignore me.
If it wants to run, running sounds good to me. Vashnir, the ship is scared and wants to run away. And that's not the orc piloting the ship. The ship itself is scared and wants to run.
Understandable.
So I say, let it run and get us out of here.
I agree.
Emergency shift destination anywhere.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's see. I gotta roll on a big chart for this one. Alright. The air around you begins to kind of vibrate in the normal feeling of being teleported away. And right as you see some, like, pitch black creature's claw begin to emerge from the surface, shattering the lattice that it's going through. All of you disappear from that plane. And are immediately located in somewhere else, obviously. You feel hot. You look up, the air itself is almost visible with this sort of ash-like consistency around it. The sky is red. And looking around and down, it seems like the sea itself is almost boiling.
Huh.
And as you are reeling from this, I guess this is the third one of these dice I had to roll. You see another ship somewhat similar to yours currently, off in the distance.
Oh.
Getting into contact with the pilot, they relay that the ship itself needs some time to gather its strength back up to jump again.
That's fine.
Is it capable of moving around? Is it screaming? Is my question.
It's not happy about the heat, but it's able to move.
It's able to move, and you said there's another ship like ours in the distance.
Yes. And as you are probably pulling out something to go look at it, Vashnir assumedly, right? Because you have a spyglass?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You see taking off from the deck of that a red draconoid of some kind with a rider.
Coming this way.
Yes.
We have company. As I pass him the spyglass.
Do they appear hostile?
Make a perception check to see if you can tell exactly what that is. Other than scaly thing.
Other than scaly thing. So it's a very scaly thing. Natural 20 for 29.
Alright. That is a GIF. On a dragon. A small dragon, but a dragon.
Which type of gift?
One of the ones you don't talk to, and you've probably had to deal with combat and or corpses from the invasion they had.
So one of the ones that don't like us, we probably will have to.
Do you have any
shoot
that
up
do
this-
like you? Just so I know.
No.
That is a
Okay.
good question.
It's like, did I miss something? I'm pretty sure if I just say weird yellow person, they've all kind of been hostile.
For some reason in my mind, I was combining the image of a Gith and the Illithid.
I mean, I guess it could have been the weird hippo people, but I'm not going there right now.
Are the hippo peoples yellow?
No, but they're called GIF.
You are cold, good. And that'd be far more impressive if they're just riding little wyvern.
What? Oh! Because for some reason, British hippos is a thing. Don't ask me why.
And I think are also from this plane of existence.
They have a certain setting they're going for of that over there. But you have incoming.
Yeah, they don't like us. So, that's the problem.
In the mean,
Dragonoid that he's
Go on.
riding, is it a dragon or like a drake or a wyvern?
that is a small dragon.
go.
It's a dragon, but it's small.
Okay.
I guess we fight, huh?
Most likely. You may carry on, you said in the meantime.
In the meantime, Tadori and Peon.
Yeah. Oh, hi. What's up?
Whoa.
Sorry
We're
to wake
ferrying
you.
people.
As you are ferrying
Uh huh.
from the direction of some of the fortresses you've abandoned
Uh huh.
in your transport ship that you're currently in,
Uh huh.
you see the outline of two different skyships.
Uh huh.
It seems fun.
Okay. How far away?
Very far, you can just kind of make them out visually. I am doing this as a last thing before session ends because it's 10:40 and I don't want to be mean.
No, that's fine. But like, very far away, as in thousands upon thousands of feet, or very far away, as in a detour.
Way beyond Didor.
Okay.
Like, you'd have to pick up a spyglass to look at them and get proper details.
Okay. I will actually do that if I have to ever so slightly rudely snatch one from whoever has one currently.
Make a perception check.
My perception is not great, but not bad. That's a D12 that I clicked on. It's not what I wanted. Unnatural 20.
Okay. So looking it over, you can tell that they are both painted the same primary green color with black details.
More looking for people scurrying around on top if possible.
There are lots of humans, some orcs, and those colors remind you of the uniform of the corpse that Jodak brought you.
Son of a bitch!
And further detailing it, these both seem to be destroyer-type aircraft, maybe a older, if not around the same model that you have at your base. Which is very, very bad for a transport ship.
And we're not faster.
No. No, 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 no. Their entire thing is being faster than you, hitting harder than you, and then getting the fuck out of there.
PM, we have problems. Big
Nah.
fucking problems.
I don't know what you mean. Seems fine to me.
Oh no, you're gonna be dealing with one of them, I'm going to be dealing with the other one.
Oh, I know.
Feel free to burn yours down. I'm gonna try to capture mine, though I probably won't succeed. Good
Fair
luck,
enough.
brother.
Good luck.
And that's about where we're gonna end it, I'm guessing.
Alrighty.
So I have no idea where I'm at, and I don't have Bartimus with me, so I'm gonna call him to my location.
You do have time to summon Bartimus before they get there. So, right that you have that. And are you trying to get a new form?
I have to, because he's not. Don't I have to get a new form every time if I call him when he's too far away?
By now, your bond is such that you can probably focus on other things if you do not want a new one.
You're also in the fun place that gives you weird shit.
There's a new plane that we haven't
But
been
it
to
might
before.
not be able to fly.
Correct.
What is he right now? Is he still the squid bite?
I think. That's the last one you have.
No, he's the hellhound. He's a hellhound.
Joke.
I'll get a new form.
Falcons can't fly either.
Let me cross-reference where you are. Roll a d12.
If it was a squid bite, I would have. Is it my D12? What is it? 11. Where's the 12 at? There it is. Okay, this is D12. I got a 7.
Okay. You got lucky. They form what's reminiscent of a pteranodon. Kind of like a reddish hue on its skin. Or a pterodactyl, sorry.
There we go.
A different pater thing. And no, they're both the same fucking thing. Shut up. They scree a bit. But, okay. With Dodak and Vashnir being beset upon by Githyanki and the other two, and a large part of the Band of Iron, being beset upon by 2 destroyers, that's where we're going to leave it off.
Woo!
Goodbye!
Goodbye!
Bye.